this video I'm just going to show you how to move a track or a recording from stereo over to multi-track so that you can lay a new track over it, also you can add sounds to it. So what I want to do is I've created a recording of my voice here. So this is the recording here, and I want to move it over to multi-track now because I want to add some tapping sounds to it. So the way to do that first is to head over to multi-track and create a project. So what we do there is we go to the menu, so click on your menu button on the side and then move to mode and click that in, and then move down to MTR, which is multi-track mode, and push that in with the scroll wheel. Okay, so now we're over on the multi-track area. You can see the red light is lit up here and we've got a whole different screen here. Now what we want to do is access the menu for multi-track. So again, we press the menu button on the side and we want to create a project. So project's already highlighted, so I'm going to press in on my scroll wheel and select new project. You see it's already given it a name and I'm happy with that name. So I'm going to scroll down to execute and press the scroll wheel in. Okay, and that's created a new project for us. Okay, so now we need to get back to stereo because we want to move that file I created over to multi-track. So click on menu and we go to mode, click on the scroll wheel and move back up to stereo and select that. Okay, you see we're back in stereo again. So we've got a different screen. So I want to move this file over to MTR. So the way to do that is to find the file first of all. So I click on this little file button here and you can see my files are listed. If you don't see your recording or your file, it may be that you're in a different folder. So if you can't figure out which folder it's in or how to navigate folders, just check out one of our other videos. We've done one on how to navigate files and folders. But for the moment, that's my file there. So as long as it's highlighted, I can click in on the scroll wheel and I want to go to the move option. There it is there. Highlight it, press the scroll wheel, and here we've got this option that says move to stereo. So you want to click on that one. And here we go. See how we've got file move to MTR project. That's perfect, exactly what we want. So move the scroll wheel down, press in on the scroll wheel, and we've got move to project highlighted now, which is good. So I come down to next, press that in. Okay, and then we want to choose the project we want to move that file into. And I want to move it into this one here. That's the one I created just then. Okay, so scroll down, click on it. Are you sure? Yes. Complete, all right. So you see my file's gone, STE001, it's gone. So it means it has moved over to MTR, but let's go and have a look and see if it has. So click on the menu to get back to the menu, and I want to go back to mode because I want to move now back to MTR. There's mode, click in, multi-track. Okay, so we're back into the multi-track menu. So click on menu on the side and go down to file, and let's see if our file is there. You can see I'm in the right project. Let's go file, and there it is there. So brilliant, it has moved over. Okay, so what we want to do now is get that into this track here because we want to add another track to it. So this is the way to do it with multi-track. You've got 4 tracks here, so I can add that track over here. But the thing is, what I did is I recorded in stereo. When you record in stereo, what it's going to do over here is it's going to use 2 tracks, 1 and 2 for left and right. So that's where it's going to store that stereo recording. So let's see how we go here. What you want to do is first is highlight the track you want to put it on. So you can use your scroll wheel. You notice how, can you see there how that's flashing when I move it along? I move it to 3 and this one's flashing, 4. So that's how you highlight the track you want to put it on. So let's get back there. There we go. So we want 1. Okay, so that's flashing away there. Press on the scroll wheel. And now we've got all these other options here. What we want to do is move across here, and we do that with the scroll wheel. So moving across until we get to these 2 things here, the link and the file. So you'd probably obviously think, well, it's file select. I'll just go in and select my file. If I went and did that now, you notice my track isn't there. So where is it? The reason it's not there is that I have to link the tracks first. Remember I said before that it's a stereo track, so it's going to use 2 of those tracks, 1 and 2. So let's go back, and what we want to do is link them. So we use this option first. See how that's set to off? We want that to on. So you press in the scroll wheel, move the scroll wheel up until you've got on selected, press in the scroll wheel to confirm. Right, now we can go over to File now. So move the scroll wheel over till that's highlighted, press in the scroll wheel. There you go, now my file's showing. Okay, so now you can see track 1/2. Okay, so I can select that by pushing it on the scroll wheel. And that should be there now. See track 1, 2, so now my file is showing up there. So that's good. So now I can exit to the menu. Click on the menu option. Alright, and you'll see these have combined now. Okay, so my track is now sitting in there. Let's just play it. This is my first ASMR recording. Okay, so you can see my voice is on there now. So what I want to do now is create another track. I want to create those tapping sounds in this track here. So I move my scroll wheel. You see this one's flashing now. If I move my scroll wheel over to here, this one's number 3 is now flashing. Okay, so I press that in. Actually, I don't need to press that in at all. Just have to make sure, well, actually, I'll start again. If I want to add a track here, I don't have to use the scroll wheel. All I have to do is press this to arm it. Okay, so pressing 3 will arm that track. You see how it's highlighted now. Okay, so now I want to record into that track. I want to record those tapping sounds. So to do that, I press the record button. And then you'd think that would be recording, but no, it's not. You can see nothing's happening here. You have to press the play button here as well. Okay, I hope you can see that, yes. So just press the play button and I'll record my tapping sounds. By the way, before you do that too, you can also set the recording level here. I won't bother with changing it. Okay, so I'm going to press this play button to record. Okay, so I'll disarm that now, and let's just play and see how that sounds. It should play both tracks now simultaneously. Oops, what I need to do is get it back to the start, so I need to click this to get this timer back. Right to 0 now. Now I'll try playing. This is my first ASMR recording. Okay, so you see how easy that is. So I could actually add another track there if I wanted to with some more sounds, or another voice or music or whatever I liked. So that's pretty much how you bring a stereo track over to multi-track in order to lay a track on top of it. So once you've done that, you need to bounce the track. This one here, this combines all the tracks together into one recording. So you bounce, press the scroll wheel in to enter. It's given it a name, format, most likely will always be stereo, and then execute. It processes. Now, depending how big your file is, it may take a while to process. You can see mine was only a little file and it still takes a little while. Okay, that's complete. So to access that file, you click on Menu and File. So you press the scroll wheel in, and there it is there. So that's the file. So, and what you do is your little card on the side, you take that out, pop it into your computer, and you'll be able to access those files. Okay, so that's how you bring a stereo file over. Thank you for watching.